guys, my name is Shay and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing Dollface Season 2, Episode 4, Power Player. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. The episode starts off with Jules getting ready because Wes is coming over. Jules calls Wes and says that she got a little food so that they won't be full when they do that other stuff later on. Wes says that a hobo spider crawled into Lucy's cast and that he has to stay home with her. That shit don't even sound right, but okay. He wants to make it up to her and questions Jules if she's free later on in the week. Jules is looking at her weekly calendar board with the cat lady. She has plans for each of the girls throughout the week. Wes asks Jules if she is free on Wednesday, and Jules immediately says that yes, forgetting that she has sushi with Stella that day. The cat lady reminds her of that, and Jules says, "What do you want me to do?" The cat lady flips the board around, and it's another weekly calendar board of actions that Jules needs to take. The cat lady points to the Wednesday slot, which reads, "Get a backbone." And then she points to Friday, which reads, "Don't be a doormat." You really need to do both of those things, Jules, because you are letting this dude walk all over you, and I hate that for her. Jules tells Wes to deal with his situation. She hangs up. The cat lady says that while she won't do the stuff with Jules, she will kick her ass at a game of Scrabble. The cat lady grabs a glass of wine intended for Wes for herself, and she's such a mood. I love her personality, and it's so relatable. Stella's at the bar with a contractor who is going to be putting in tile for new bathrooms. Stella is trying to show the guy her vision for it and which one is best. The guy could care less, and he's not taking her seriously at all. And it's like, no matter how hard you try, sometimes guys will just never understand. Never. Liv comes over to check the guy, saying that she will call everyone that she knows to tell him that he sucks and that his reviews on Yelp won't matter because she will make his own mother cry. Yikes. The guy goes along with doing the work in the way that Liv wants, and he leaves. Like, damn, Liv don't play, for real. Liv tells Stella that she will handle the contractors from now on, and that it's how you shame a person to get them to do what they have to do. Liv walks away, and you can tell that Stella is feeling some type of way about that. Madison is outside leaving a clingy voicemail for Bebe because she is her only client at the moment. She comes to her yoga instructor Bobby, and she is mad because he switched her from private session to a public one. Izzy is walking in with Celeste Boom, and Celeste says that they have to do an investigation on why the hotels haven't restocked their shampoo and condition products there. Celeste is going full on Miranda Priestley from Devil Wears Prada on Izzy. Izzy's hands are full carrying a bunch of things, and Celeste expects her to be writing down literally everything that she says. How? Celeste leaves to take a phone call, and Izzy tells Jules that this isn't exactly what she had in mind when she suggested for Izzy to have more responsibility. Izzy says that she is supposed to give the guitar to Celeste's masseuse's son, and Jules offers to do that for her so Izzy can leave and finish working with Celeste. Izzy thanks Jules for being a good friend. She sends her the guy's contact info. The guy shows up for the guitar, and he is a cutie. Izzy mistakenly says the guy's name is Fender in the contact, and Jules calls him that when it's actually the brand name of the guitar. The guy says that his name is not Fender, and he admires how gorgeous the guitar is. He asks Jules if she has any song requests, and Jules says Nelly, Hot in Here, which is a banger. She mentions that she has some bad memories from that song because in middle school she cried in the bathroom after a kid named Alex told her that she smelled like pool water. Wow. Kids in school are so cruel and ruthless, man, but we've all been there. The guy tries to cheer up Jules, saying that Alex peaked in 7th grade and that he is an incel now living in his mother's basement. It works because Jules has a big smile on her face and thanks her for that. The guy says that he should get going because he has a session with a group called Trauma Bonding. Jules says that she's never heard of that band, but she is familiar with actual trauma. Before he leaves, Jules gives him the aux cord, and the guy tells Jules that it was nice meeting her. After he leaves, Jules is in shock that she was actually flirting back with a hot guy, and so am I. Stella and Q have immediately formed a friendship after just meeting like literally 3 seconds ago, and it's so cute. Stella says that she could feel the sexual tension between Jules and the guy from her seat, while Q says that he thought his days of being attracted to straight men were over, but yet he's still here. Stella questions Jules why she didn't ask the guy out, and Jules replies that she is already occupied with one guy right now, and his name is Wes. She informs them that she slept with Wes and that it was good. She mentions that she doesn't want to tell Madison, though, because seeing her with him, she isn't going to like it, and Stella feels the same way because it might trigger Madison's issues with calling back up. Stella's doing a rundown to Q about Madison and Jules' complicated love lives, and Q is impressed by hearing this juicy gossip. I mean, juicy. Jules mentions that Wes canceled on her the other night, and Stella tells her to make the first move and ask the guy out right now. She says that Izzy gave her his number, but that she doesn't really know how to text the guy, and that Madison usually does it for her. Q and Stella give her some advice, saying that if she doesn't know what to say, she can just send a cropped photo of her torso or the other end. Jules is not here for that, saying that it's a hard pass on both of those things. She says that she is going to try something and goes into the conference room. She sends the guy a simple text saying her name, and then we get a dreamlike fantasy scene inside Jules' head. She is pretty much giving a presentation on her text to this guy, and there is a woman who is evaluating her, and an audience including Stella and Q who are giving her feedback. Jules does overkill with sending multiple messages back to back, along with a rock related gif. Girl, no. I mean, at least she's trying, but no. She does end it strong though, asking the guy if he would want to get together and hang out soon. The guy is typing out his reply, and everyone is waiting for his answer. And it's like a scene from a dramatic or horror movie with the music. And turns out this film actually has a happy ending because the guy texts back that he is playing at the Hyperroom Ballroom and that he will put her on the guest list. Everyone is so happy for her and celebrating, and then all of a sudden, Gary says that Jules should just keep it going. He mentions that Jules should text the guy a picture of her feet or her tits. The fuck? Dude, you just killed the vibe in a matter of seconds. Stop being a creep. Everyone in the meeting thinks that Gary's creepy as fuck, and I do too. Stella and Jules are at a food truck when Madison comes to meet them after leaving from her yoga class. She mentions how hurt she was being moved to a public session and that she's in need of some good news right now. Stella gets up to her speed, saying that Jules asked out a hot guy today. Madison says that she is surprised Jules texted a guy without her input and that she is proud of her. Jules says that she isn't sure if it's a date or not, and Madison says that the venue the guy is playing at is really nice. Jules suggests that Madison comes to the concert too to get her out of her funk and also so that she won't be alone. Stella wants to grab some food for Izzy, and Jules says that Celeste is holding her captive at the hotel. She mentions that while she told Celeste to give Izzy more responsibility, she is just bossing her around a lot. Celeste was already doing that to Izzy before, but now she's just in overdrive with it, and it sucks because Izzy doesn't deserve that. Stella says that she can relate too because even though Liv is her business partner, it's like she's working under her. Madison doesn't think that's the case, and it flashes to Stella and Liv getting it on the couch, and Stella is literally up under Liv. These spot on transitions be having me weak, and they're just too good. Liv pins Stella down, tells her not to move, okay? Stella is not with being on the bottom and flips Liv over so that she could be on top. They are interrupted by a knock on the door, and Stella says that it must be the plumber. Stella insists that she can take care of it, but Liv gets up saying that she got it. All the girls are at a sex shop staring at a bunch of different sized toys displayed on the wall. Stella says that she needs some big dick energy in her life to take her power back from Liv. She mentions that if she had a penis, what would it look like? The girls go through a variety of different ones, like curved, uncurved, realistic, colorful, etc. Jules is feeling mad uncomfortable, so she walks away, and Izzy points out once Stella, that looks pretty good. Jules and Izzy are just chilling in the sex swings, chatting it up, while crunching on their candy bras. That is such a fucking move. Those candy bras actually do look tasty, and I have a sweet tooth, so I'll take one, please. Jules questions Izzy if Celeste let her have the day off, and Izzy says that she didn't, but that she told her that she was just picking up some smoothies during this time. Izzy mentions that she is supposed to meet Celeste at the hotel to go over the womb shampoo products that are fake. Jules tells Izzy to stand up for herself and to not let Celeste walk all over her. I can relate to this because unfortunately I do suffer from this bad habit and I'm still learning how to do this in my own life. But then also, Jules should take her own advice because you're telling Izzy to not let Celeste walk all over her, but you're letting Wes walk all over you. Girl, stop it. Izzy says that she doesn't want Celeste to see her crack under pressure, even though she feels like she is totally cracking. The employee tells Izzy and Jules that they can't just eat the bras because they are for display only. Totally me. They apologize and they attempt to get out of the sex swings, but they are struggling big time. It is hilarious. Madison and Jules are at the concert and they take a quick picture. They decide to post a photo on their IG accounts to make it seem like they are both living their best life. Izzy's in the bathroom and Celeste wants to know if the hotel is switching their products. Izzy says that she can't really tell because she can feel the shampoo in her bloodstream and that's not feeling good. Oh, poor baby. The guy comes over to Jules after his performance. He tells Jules that she looks great and Jules tells him that he looks great too. They go back and forth giving each other compliments and flirting while Jules completely forgets that Madison is behind her. Madison awkwardly introduces herself to the guy and she leaves to go get them drinks. Madison comes to the bar and the male bartender acknowledges her and then he just walks away, like rude. Madison runs into an old friend named Ruby at the bar and she offers to buy her a drink. It's funny because the bartender didn't want to service Madison, but the second that Ruby asks for drinks for the both of them, he immediately takes her order and then just glances over at Madison. Stella comes into the office where Liv is and she locks the door. She demands for Liv to put down the plan layouts and move to the couch pronto. Liv is down. She gets up immediately. Jules comes over to Madison and Ruby and turns out that they all know each other from college. Ruby leaves for a minute to talk to a client she gave a record deal to, while Madison and Jules catch up about her. Madison says that Ruby is a fancy AR executive, and Jules adds to that, saying that her father is like the Steve Jobs in the music industry. Ruby comes back and suggests that they all go to the VIP area, and Jules says that Fender invited them backstage. Madison gets the idea that Fender just wants Jules backstage. You know. And Ruby says that she will take good care of her while she's gone. The girls leave, and you could tell that Jules does not like Ruby. It's still too early for me to tell because we're just now meeting her, but we'll see. Liv and Stella are on the couch, and Stella gives her a gift. The gift is I'm gonna call it DD for short. After Liv pulls out the gift, she's completely shocked, while Stella is turned on and ready to get it on, okay? Jules is backstage waiting for Fender, and she's DMing Wes about her night at the concert. The guy comes over to her, and we find out that his real name is Josh. Jules and Josh agree that they're going to stick with the name Fender for him. Josh is a decent name for a guy. Like, shout out to all the Joshes in the world. You guys rock. They go over to the bar to order a drink, and Josh asks Jules if she's paying for the drinks because technically she was the one who asked him out. Jules agrees and said as she is digging through her purse, Josh tells her that he is only kidding. Funny guy, I like it. And plus he's hot, so that's an extra bonus. Josh mentions that he was excited that Jules texted him first, and Jules is surprised to learn that he likes when girls make the first move. Ruby and Madison have a conversation about working in PR within the music industry. They both can relate to being overlooked as women, that they have to work twice as hard to be taken seriously, which is so messed up. Ruby suggests that Madison come with her to an event where a bunch of potential artists and clients will be, and Madison feels hesitant, not wanting to leave Jules. Ruby says that Jules is fine because she is with a hot guy right now, and they decide to leave and have a night. Izzy is still in the bathroom and she is giving herself a pep talk in the mirror, saying that she will not be taking any more of Celeste's crap. She walks out about to give Celeste a speech when she chickens out the last minute and starts to feel sick. Celeste wonders if she is okay, and it actually seems sincere, which I'm happy about. Celeste apologizes to Izzy for this trip and pours her a glass of champagne to make it up to her. Izzy says that she could really use that after the long day and night that she's had, and she definitely deserves it. Drink up, mama. Josh and Jules are having a great conversation on the couch, laughing and stuff. When Wes calls her, she apologizes and says that she will only just be a second. The way I would have rejected that call so freaking fast, like, why are you answering that call right now when you're on a date with a hot, sweet guy? Girl, stop. Jules steps away and says that she can't really talk right now, even though she's literally on the phone talking. What? Jules mentions that she is out, and Wes says that he liked her picture on social media. He says that he misses her, and Jules keeps it short, like she should, saying that she has to go. Jules comes back, apologizing for that, and Josh wonders if she has a boyfriend. She mentions that she's not sure what her situation is with Wes, and decides to be honest with Josh. She tells Josh that she asked him out to make Wes jealous, and Josh is so understanding, saying that they all have played someone like a used guitar before and that it's nothing personal. Aww. Jules feels like she played herself because Josh is a really good guy, and Josh feels the same way about her. After hearing from Madison that she left with Ruby, she asks Josh if he would like to get drinks from somewhere else, and Josh says that he actually has to get on a plane for a show in the morning. Jules is sad to hear this, and I am too, and Josh says that they can get together again when he gets back. Josh kisses her on the cheek goodbye and then he leaves. I really, really hope we see him again because he is such a cutie and I like him for her. Celeste and Izzy are chilling, drinking their wine, and Celeste opens up saying that today would have been her 10-year anniversary to Colin. She mentions that Colin is trying to take literally everything from her in court and that she refused to give him the beach house. I know that's right. Izzy's comment makes so much sense now when she told Jules that Celeste was doing a waiting to exhale on all of his shit. And it's well deserved. I mean, he literally played you and Madison, so burn all of his shit. Burn it to the ground. Celeste tells Izzy that she's free to leave because she has tortured her enough, and Izzy suggests that she can stay. Izzy says that they can just hang or whatever, and Celeste is down for that. Celeste asks Izzy if they should get room service because she loves french fries with her wine. And this is actually a real moment that these two are having right now, and I never thought that I would see this, and it's so nice. Hopefully we get more of this. Stella and Liv are at the bar, and Stella is honest with her, saying that Liv is making her feel ewominated instead of emasculated. Good one. Liv admits that she's an alpha with being in survival mode all the time and that she can come on a little too strong. She apologizes, saying that she doesn't want their working relationship to affect their personal one. Aw, that's cute. Liv questions Stella if she wants to be equal partners in every way, and Stella says that in the bar they're bosses, but in the bedroom she's a bottom. Liv says that she is more than a bottom, and Stella says that she is a power bottom. Yes, you are, Mama. Own that power bottom energy. Own that shit. She's so adorable, man. I love her. Anybody else saying that, it just wouldn't sound right, but because it's Stella, it sounds sexy as fuck. I don't care. Jules is at home and she's on the phone with Madison. She learns that Madison and Ruby had a fun night the other night, and it says that it's great that they reconnected, even though her face is saying something different. She gets a text from Wes asking when can he see her, and she does not respond. What does she do instead though? She texts Josh the same exact thing Wes just sent to her, asking when can she see him. The episode ends with Jules putting down her phone and feeling good about her decision. To wrap up this video, I'm going to do a quick rapid fire of the episode. So, favorite scene, Jules not texting Wes back and instead hitting up Josh's line, wanting to get together when he comes back. I love that for her. She deserves true happiness and not excuses and games that Wes has been giving her. Favorite quote, I'm a power bottom, by my baby Stella. She sounded so cute when she said that shit, and she owned it in every way. Favorite duo, Izzy and Celeste. It was really good seeing them bond and have a moment. So unexpected, and I would like to see more of this, so hopefully we can get to see more of that within these last couple episodes. Favorite look, Jules' dress she wore to the concert. It looked cute on her. And WTF moment, Gary being a creep in the presentation. Like, dude, everybody knows it too, which is even more reason for you to stop and get your life. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy my review of Dollface. I review other shows like All American, Riverdale, Good Trouble, and some other stuff. And if those interest you, check out those videos on my channel and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. See you guys next week.